Welcome back, book buddies. Today we are going to read 2 of the stories from Peppa's Bedtime Treasury book. Today's 2 stories are A Trip to the Moon, The Fancy Dress Party. Let's go. Mummy Pig tells the children about a show at the museum. It's all about the moon. That sounds fun. Shall we go see it? Asked Daddy Pig. George and Edmund laugh. They want to see the show. Hee hee! And there's a rocket to the moon. At the museum, they all buy tickets. Are we really going to the moon? Peppa asks. No, Peppa. It's just pretend, Miss Rabbit tells her. Mr. Rabbit is the tour guide. This way for our trip to the moon, he calls, leading them inside. Prepare for takeoff. We live on a planet. Does anyone know what it's called? Mr. Rabbit asks as the rocket departs. Earth? Daddy Pig guesses. That's right. Mr. Rabbit smiles. And what is the moon made of? Mr. Rabbit asks next. The moon is made of cheese, of course, Daddy Pig jokes. But Mr. Rabbit doesn't find it very funny. No, the moon is made of rock. This is a serious tour. No jokes, please. It is pretend though, isn't it? Peppa asks. Yes, Peppa. If it was the real moon, you could jump over my head, Mr. Rabbit tells her. Gravity is what keeps us on the ground, and it is weaker on the moon, so you can jump higher, Mr. Rabbit says. Some big rubber bands drop down, and Mr. Rabbit straps everyone in. Peppa and the others feel like they are jumping on the moon. It's so much fun. Miss Rabbit tells them to say, moon cheese, as she takes a picture. It is the end of the tour, so Miss Rabbit takes everyone to the moon shop. Look, they can buy cups and plates and sweeties. How about some real moon cheese, says Miss Rabbit. How much is it? Asked Daddy Pig. £5, please, says Miss Rabbit. £5? Snorts Daddy Pig. It's all for a good cause, says Miss Rabbit. I like the moon now because it's very interesting, says Peppa, holding a picture of everyone bouncing on the moon. It's very tasty, laughs Daddy Pig, eating his yummy moon cheese. The end. Let's read our next story. The Fancy Dress Party. And it's Peppa and Danny Dog. Peppa and George are having a fancy dress party. All their friends are invited. Peppa is dressed as a fairy princess and George is a dinosaur. All the guests are arriving. Rebecca Rabbit is dressed as a carrot and Suzy Sheep has come as a nurse. Hello, Suzy, says Daddy Pig. Have you just come from the hospital? I'm not a real nurse, says Suzy Sheep. It's just pretend. Hello, Suzy, says Peppa. I'm Princess Peppa. You must bow when you speak to me. Suzy Sheep bows. Woof woof! I'm a pirate. Shiver me timbers, says Danny Dog. Nay, I'm a clown, says Pedro, tooting his horn. Rebecca, why are you dressed as a carrot? Danny asks. Because I like carrots, says Rebecca. George does his best dinosaur roar and scares everybody. Roar. Peppa is playing by herself. She pretends the mirror is magic. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? You are, Peppa, she giggles. It's time to judge the fancy dress competition. As it's Peppa's party, says Daddy Pig, she can be the judge and decide who has the best costume. The guests show off their outfits. I'm a pirate, shiver me timbers, says Danny Dog. I'm a nurse who makes people better, says Suzy Sheep. Candy Cat waves her wand at Peppa. I'm a witch, and I can turn you into a frog, she says. Well, I'm a fairy princess, and I can turn you into a frog, cries Peppa. It is time to announce the winner. Everyone's costume is very good, says Peppa. But the winner is me. Peppa, you can't pick yourself. You're the judge, whispers Mummy Pig. Oh, I can't? asks Peppa. You have to pick another winner, Mummy Pig says quietly. Okay, the carrot wins, says Peppa. Hooray! Rebecca Rabbit has won the fancy dress competition. Thank you, Rebecca says. Peppa loves fancy dress parties. Everyone loves fancy dress parties. The end. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Do come back so we can read more books together. Please like and subscribe. Bye.